What's up, y'all? Kiri here. We are back with another daily live stream, and we are. Oh, shoot, the kitties, man. The kitties always distract me, dude. But hey, we're streaming every single day, so like, subscribe, do all the things. Really appreciate it. And we're gonna hop right in. Happy Sunday to everyone. Love some Sunday drafts. Missing watching football on Sunday, but we'll settle for these drafts. All right. Now, I joined a few. Best Ball Mania, Pitbull, and Eliminator. I'm going to do whatever fills first. But while I wait, I'm going to show you this Best Ball Mania team that I did last night. Because I like doing some late night weekend drafts. And man, this is okay. I auto picked the first 7 picks. As you can see from this title, first 7 picks I auto drafted. And yeah, not great. Okay, it was late at night. I joined the draft. I forgot, and I auto picked the first 7 picks. And I ended up with my first share of Rashee Rice. So there's that. We got Rashee Rice at pick 32. Not my favorite pick on the board, but we ended up with Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, and then auto drafted. This is all auto draft. All right. Rashee Rice, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Alec Pierce. And then I realized, I joined the draft. I forgot I joined the draft. And I came back and it was like right here. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'll draft Mahomes, I guess, to stack up with Rice because I don't have a lot of either of them. So might as well get a share right here. And got Laporta, backstacked him here with Goff, Jordan Mason, Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed, and then just caught up at tight end and running back for a 2-6-7-3. Mahomes, Goff, JT Hampton, Mason, Spears, Braylon Allen, James Conner. Receivers, Rashee Rice, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Alec Pierce, Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed, Sam Laporta, Chig, and Kate Otten. I don't know if I landed the plane. I mean, I've auto drafted my first 7 picks, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. We got Daniel in here. What's up? What's up? Bass fishing for life. Props on the thumbnail. Use AI. Yeah, I definitely do use AI for some of the thumbnails to edit some things. I find it fun. I was doing a lot more of that in like pre-draft best ball. I just kind of had a little more time on my hands and there's more news happening. It's easier to do around like news stuff when I was like fucking around with shit, and it's a lot of fun. But I'm gonna try and make some more diverse thumbnails again. It's fun. What's up, Newtown Kid? We got Disbanded Brotherhood, Angry Dragon in here. It actually is pretty easy to make them. I'm brand new at all this. I don't know shit about anything tech-wise or editing or nothing, but the app Canva is really user-friendly and easy to use. You can do it for free, make your own. Just take pictures from the internet and use AI, whatever you want. And it's actually not too difficult to figure out. Feel like I landed the plane? Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, for auto drafting the first 7 picks, I think it could have been a lot worse, but we're in a draft. The first one that filled that we joined was Best Ball Mania, and lucky us, we got pick 2 again. If anyone did join this one, let me know. I do recognize Sawasi. Swasi? Sowski. I recognize Sowski. I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong. I recognize Pikachu. He takes Gibbs. Now, okay. I've been saying I'm thinking about taking Chase over Bijan, and it's a little tough because the receivers at the next turn are better than the running backs. But you know what? I'm going to stay true to my word on that today, and I want to get a share of Jamar Chase in Best Ball Mania because if I look at my exposures and I look at my $25 entries, come on. My mouse is so sensitive today. I don't know why. But I'll show you my Gibbs. My Gibbs, I have 23.4% Gibbs in Best Ball Mania. Out of 47 drafts, I have 11 shares. Very happy with that. Now, my Bijan, I have 10.6%. So I've been taking Gibbs over Bijan, but I've just gotten so many pick ones, pick twos that I'm overexposed on both of them by a lot. But then you look at my Ja'Marr Chase, I'm at 4.3%. I definitely do not want only 2 shares of Ja'Marr Chase. So if that means I have to take Chase over Bijan sometimes, I am totally fine with it. And my Puka is pretty low as well. I only have 1 share of Puka. Damn, dude. This is not even like by choice. I just haven't had him fall to me a lot. Like he's number 4 in the top 4 for me. JSN's 5. And then Jackson Smith and Jigba. I only have 1 share of JSN too. Damn, man. I haven't gotten a lot of pick 4s, pick 5s. I've gotten a lot of pick 1s, pick 2s, which I'm not complaining about. How many drafts are you doing today? Today I'll do at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Sundays are fun. I kind of like to stream for a little longer on Sundays. But yeah, sometimes I'm just going to end up taking Chase over Bijan now because I don't want to have that big of a stance on Bijan over Chase because Chase can just break fantasy. Like he can get 50 points. And I do like running backs at the turn. Or sorry, I do like receivers at the turn more than running backs because they dry up pretty quick. And like Breece Hall is getting pulled up now. Travis Etienne's getting pulled up. Maybe I just get 2 of them and get a little unique that way because the receivers at this 4-5 turn are also nicer than the running backs, in my opinion, too. Like the running back prices this year are not very nice. Now, nothing too. We're seeing some interesting. We see Drake London, George Pickens at the turn. That's pretty interesting. Allows Gene T to fall and James Cook, St. Brown. That's a pretty sick start, dude. James Cook, St. Brown, CD Saquon are pretty nice starts. Now, what do I want to do right here? We'll see what Pikachu does with Bijan. Bowers is probably just a click for me. He takes Trey McBride, so I am going to go ahead and take Brock Bowers. The only thing with Brock Bowers is I also really like Colston Loveland, and sometimes I like the tight end combination of Colston Loveland and then skill position player here a little more. But we'll go with Bowers. And then, sure, we'll just take Jeremiah Love, top of ADP. So this is a pretty sweet start. Jeremiah Love, I don't know how to feel about, but I think Jeremiah Love might just be the guy this year that sucks in the regular season, does not have a high advance rate, but then absolutely crushes in the playoffs. And what's up, Nice and Blunt? How we doing in here? Yo, 10,000 subscribers for our boy, Nice and Blunt. And if you're not subscribed to him, man, go add to that count. Go add to that. Next stop, 100K. Add another 0 on top of that. But this Jeremiah Love, man, his playoff schedule is just nice. It's like the Jets, Saints, and Raiders, I'm pretty sure. I'm pulling it up right now. Schedule 2026. No, not 7, 6. And so they play the Jets at Cardinals, Cardinals at Saints, and then Raiders at Cardinals. That is juicy. Juicy. Being a Raiders fan, I always have to tell myself to not take Bowers and Gene too much. Hey, you know what, dude? Get your guys. It's fun because the year that they hit, you don't want to miss out on them. Like you see my Lions exposures, man. You see these Lions exposures, 186 drafts, 27% JMO, 16 Goff, 15 Gibbs, 12 Pacheco, 12 St. Brown. I kind of want some more St. Brown, honestly. Haven't really had him fall, though. He was falling more like pre-draft, but he's getting pushed up a little bit post-draft, which I don't blame him for. People coming around. Josh Allen falling a bit makes sense. He feels better as like a 4th-round click. I only have 1 share of him in Best Ball Mania, and that's just because I took him at the 2-3 turn on a team with Gibbs because I have so much Gibbs and I just wanted to get a different build. Yeah, my Lions exposure, dude, I got no shame. I'm proud of my Lions exposure. Very proud. Very proud. And honestly, dude, this year especially, the Lions should fucking smash because they have one of the easiest schedules in the league, and they missed the playoffs last year. They're going to be playing with a chip on the shoulder, and Dan Campbell's going to run up the fucking scoreboard. He's going to run that shit up. Wow, Tedero McMillan's still there, dude. Yo, don't fuck, dude. Why did I say something? God damn it. Dude, T-Mac 45 is nuts. I know he has like an injured tag right now, but that's a really nice price, dude. And I would have loved Josh Jacobs. I would have really liked the Josh Jacobs pick right there. And this is why I don't love taking Bowers. Big Mike Terry. You know what, dude? I just like Terry more. Big Mike kind of scares me. I like Terry more. So let's take Terry. And then I'm curious to take Henderson. So I don't know. I kind of maybe think I should have a little more Henderson than I do. DeAndre Swift gets taken too. Do I want Henderson? Do I want Devontae Adams? Let's just take the swing on Henderson. I don't know how I feel about the pick. I don't have a lot of him. Let's take a look. This is just all my drafts, not Best Ball Mania. I have 6.5% Henderson, so maybe a little more than I thought. But I have a lot of Adams and Terry. Adams 17.7. Terry 10.8. Let's get a share of Henderson. Jeremiah Love, Travion Henderson does not feel like a very strong running back room. Yeah, there's a lot of fancy options on the Lions, but they have one of the easiest schedules, 4th place schedule, playing with a chip on their shoulder. And yeah, Dan Campbell, not afraid to run the score up. So I'm liking the Lions a ton this year. And like, here's the thing. Would you rather have, wow, this guy pulled up Olave too. Receivers have been going early in this draft because you got Drake London, George Pickens pulled up. Nico went at 20, Olave 25. Olave's been a riser as well. But like, would you rather have Brock Bowers and Travion Henderson or Colston Loveland and Travis Etienne? That's a good question right there. Like Travis Etienne, Colston Loveland, or Brock Bowers, Travion Henderson. It's kind of tough because, I mean, Travion Henderson, you could say, has an even higher ceiling than Travis Etienne if he just gets the actual role. Wow, dude, Lamar at 60. Man, these like Best Ball Mania shit is going crazy right now. Some of these prices are absurd because we're at the point where there's not too much news, and so people are just drafting a little differently to get unique, and they're like, oh, I've already taken a lot of this guy. I don't want more of him, so I'm gonna pass on him. And you get some crazy falls, dude. Lamar's been falling like crazy, which round 5, 6, Lamar is such a nice price. What's up, Emo Cowboy? How we doing? Happy Sunday, my friend. Hope your after dark went well as well. And I think our tout video is coming out tomorrow, right? I'm excited to see everyone's video and how things came together. Do I use best ball tools? No, I don't. I'm open to trying them out. Might try them out in the future. Mr. Fantasy Dog Pound is talking to me about the best ball overlay, which I'm open to trying, but I don't know how I feel about them. I don't love them. Now, I'm not going to mess around. I'm taking, dude, I can't even take Tyler Warren when I have Brock Bowers, but give me Jaden Daniels with Terry McLaurin. Love this price. Our board P-Wash already got taken, and receivers are getting steamed up in this one. But I'm kind of desperate for a receiver at this point. Alec Pierce gets taken too. My goodness, dude. Do I just like take the Tyler Warren and get different? Or do I get desperate for the receiver? 2 week 13 buys as well. That's so gross, dude. This sucks. I'm more desperate for the receiver, even though the tight end, Tyler, fuck it, dude. If I can take Tyler Warren. No, it's just, it doesn't make sense. 2 week 13 buys, even the falling ADP, I just don't like it. This is best ball mania. Give me the receiver. I'll pull up Jaden Reed. I'm cool with it. Yeah, it's a tough debate, like Bowers versus Loveland at cost, because they both go around the same turn, so it makes it a little tough. I don't know how I feel about pulling up Jaden Reed. It's definitely expensive, but when receivers are all getting pulled up, I'm okay with it. He doesn't fall back to this pick 95 anymore. So, what's up, No Cap Mac? How we doing? Happy Sunday. Yeah, you know what? Flux Tool actually seems different than the other ones. And I've watched some of Flux streams where he used his tool. And what I like and respect about his is that it's telling you more so the structure rather than like players to draft. Because I know some like what is it, the sidekick literally just tells you what player to draft. And that to me is just boring. But like the flock tool where it's telling you like ideal structure, that still gives you a lot of autonomy with your picks. And I like that a lot more if you're going to use a tool, because it can just tell you, yeah, the overall structure and let you make your player takes. And if you want to use ranks, go ahead and do that. We got everyone out here today, man. Yeah, stacks and own percentages. I think that's like valuable information and might be some information I want to like look at just not while drafting and try and like digest it in my brain. But for me, if I'm looking at that and making every decision just based on, oh, I have this combination already, oh, I need to get different, I don't necessarily think that's the best approach. I like to treat every draft differently. And if you just really like one start, I don't think there's anything wrong with just going heavier on that start and having a diverse rest of your draft with it. Like, just because you have a certain combination of players doesn't mean you need to totally switch it up every single time. To an extent, obviously you don't want like 100% of anyone. It's a variance game depending on what you want to do, but I'm more willing to like put my eggs in the same basket type of thing. Now, looking here, I'm interested in taking Dart. He's been falling. I'm going to take QJ because I need a receiver. Do I even want QJ? Would I rather have Worthy? I don't really like Worthy either. Let's take QJ. This guy at the turn, he has Justin Herbert, so he's probably not falling back to me. I'm interested in taking... Okay, he takes Dart as his second quarterback and then takes Myers. Do I just catch up at... I probably need a running back too. Running backs get kind of thin. But you know what? This is best ball mania. I like high ceiling. Give me Xavier Worthy. Give me a share of Worthy. We get a little week 17 Chargers, Chiefs backstack, little Raiders divisional correlation in there as well. I feel like I can double tap running backs at the next turn. So give me the receiver here when I don't love the receivers that fall back. I don't care if I'm reaching on some of these receivers. This is best ball mania. It's just kind of what we need. Maybe we can get lucky with a quarterback falling back to us. That would be ideal. But I'm always willing to push it more in these tournaments. Happy Sunday, y'all. Good luck tomorrow. Hope you survive and we see each other in the next round. Need to have you on the tower. Dude, absolutely, man. Hey, I'm free in the evenings this week. Hit me up, man. I'm down. But yeah, definitely interested to see how this video comes out. And everyone's different approach to it. Because I feel I have no idea what anyone else did in this tout competition. I don't know if other people are talking to each other about what they're doing or what they've done, anything like that. But I'm not asking questions. I'm not saying anything to anyone. And I just like, I want to be surprised, man. I'm excited. You enjoy the best ball overlay for combos and such real time, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I actually did try, like, they have a 1 week free trial, which I respect. And so I did last year in the summer. I tried it for a week and I just found myself like hesitating too much to decide between picks, just looking at like all the percentages and combinations. Like, I really don't mind when I'm drafting, just going over here, going to my exposures, and just searching them up if I really want to know. And I probably should just have another tab open with that. But like, if I really want to know my exposure, I can just go find it out right away. Your combinations are a different thing. Like, being able to see all your combinations for um the players that you have, I think is pretty nice. And I know on their website you can just go and do that, which is something I might look to just play around with to more so just educate myself. Because I know I have like some very familiar starts. I know I have. Now let's see what Pikachu does right here. He has Stafford. Him and Jordan Love have the same week 11 bye. Hopefully, he doesn't snipe him from me. He does have Jacobs. Don't do it. You're taking all your time. He's going to do it. Oh my God, dude. Okay. We actually get Jordan Love. So I'm happy that I pulled up Jaden Reed because this works out really well for us. I can stop at 2 quarterbacks with Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love. We have them stacked up with Terry and Reed. So I feel good about pulling those guys up. Now, I really need to catch up at running back. I'm taking running back here no matter what. Do I want Rashad White with Jane Daniels, or do I want to take more steady production possibly with Aaron Jones? The team that we have, when I have Jeremiah Love and Travion Henderson, I'm going to get Aaron Jones because maybe we can get a little more early season production because Travion Henderson probably going to be sharing the load with Ramondre and Jeremiah Love. He's a rookie. They have Algier and James Conner. I'm sure he's going to get eased in. So let's get the veteran in Aaron Jones. I think that balances out our room better than a Rashad White. Some tools easy to use. That's good, man. Like, if you want to use the tools, feel free. They're all different too, which is interesting. And I'm sure there is some edge to them. It's just kind of how I tend to do things. And I make decisions. I like to just try and be present and in the moment and feel with how things are going, how the draft room is going. Like, especially in this one, we see all these receivers going so early. Like Nico 20, Pickens 13, Drake London 12. And it really, even Olave 25, really pulled up a lot of these receivers. And so that influenced my decision to pull up Jaden Reed, where I don't think a tool would necessarily recommend that. It would probably just say take another running back or take a tight end. But since this is Best Ball Mania, I want that ceiling. I want those receivers. And yeah, I decided to pull up Jaden Reed. And look, we get Jordan Love to fall back because of that. So that worked out really well for us, which I'm quite happy about. I don't have a lot of Jordan Love either, so get a little more exposure to him there. And like these tools, I don't know if they would necessarily recommend. Again, I don't know. Maybe they do take these things into account, but like the reason I took Aaron Jones is I wanted the veteran that can help me get some early season production because maybe Jeremiah Love and Travion Henderson aren't going to be too productive early in the season. Like, do those tools actually take those little things into account? Because that's how I like to approach drafts and find like little micro edges like that and build like a logical team. Now, just taking a look at the draft board right here, still seeing some of these receivers pulled up a little bit. Have been seeing Casey Concepcion fall. which is good because I don't have any of him in Best Ball Mania yet. I still don't understand the Jonah Coleman price. No one's been able to convince me on it yet. But we are 2 picks away. Travis Hunter goes. Still need running back. Might take one of Missile or Skid Marks. We'll see what Pikachu does right here. Omar Cooper is a nice price too. He takes Darnold, so I don't think I have a choice. Even though I have Bowers, Goddard is just the best pick on the board, and I'm going to take him here. I'm going to take him here, not think twice about it. I definitely need more running backs. Omar Cooper's hard to pass up, but I don't know if I can afford the receiver right now. I think I have to push receiver, and I think I need a running back. Let's go with Skid Marks. I think he can just get us some projected points as well. Get a little week 17 with Houston and Green Bay as well. It's not nothing. But we'll take some skid marks there. I think he fits this team as well. Not the sexiest click. I would have preferred Omar Cooper, but I don't want to get too far behind at running back. I'm going to be taking 6 running backs anyways on this team because I'm going to be stopping at 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends. So probably looking at a 2-6-8-2 if I had to guess. Also, I didn't even realize we got a little Brock Bowers and Jeremiah Love week 17 correlation, which is actually really nice and probably a little on the unique side because Brock Bowers is getting pulled up and Jeremiah Love is getting pulled up a bit too. So having Bowers and Jeremiah Love for that week 17 stack is kind of nice, man. I like it. Yeah, I personally like to go with my instincts instead of relying on the tools too much. It's just also more fun. It's more fun just to like make all your picks yourself. Yo, we got Fantasy Dog in here doing the work. Number 14, like I appreciate it, man. Be like Fantasy Dog. If you're out here, leave a like. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, it's the skid marks, man. It's the skid marks. Also, I realized my bad. Didn't have the draft board scrolled down. Yeah, Goddard is a good pick. Typically, when I have Bowers, I want to push tight end to the later ones. But if he's falling that far and he's just the best pick on the board, I'm going to take him. Coleman's price is just based off Dobbins getting hurt this year and betting on him taking over Dobbins' role, which historically Dobbins gets hurt almost every year. Yeah, I kind of get it, but I don't know, man. It feels so expensive just for all that projection. Like if you want to take that guy in round 17, 18, sure. But a 4th round running back who's the RB3 on his team, sure, Dobbins gets hurt, but he also he got paid like up to $10 million a year for 2 years. And he's been touted as their team leader in the locker room. Like he's kind of the dude. So just betting on him getting injured, who knows, dude? Harvey might just take the bulk of that workload. He was a 2nd round pick. I think a lot of people are like price anchored on Jonah Coleman from pre-draft. And I am shocked he hasn't fallen as far. So I'm happy to see some of these running backs taken. Denzel Boston is someone I kind of want a little more of. Denzel Boston is just he's kind of intriguing a little bit. I don't love the Browns, but heard some good reports from training camp. We are going to be taking Tajay Spears here pretty easily. Don't love Zach Charbonnet. And see who comes back to us with our next pick. Sowski takes Ryan Flournoy. And Debo. Okay, I would have liked Debo, so that kind of sucks. Do I want to pull up? Oh, man. Do I want a running back? Do I want a receiver? Okay, I'll just take Stribling. Receivers are thin. Sean Tucker's an interesting bet as well, but let me not get too far behind at receiver. Let's the guy who was taken 33rd overall in the draft. Let's take a share of Stribling. I think we can afford a rookie on this team. We're going to be going with 8 receivers, most likely anyways, and 6 running backs. Or we could even do like 7 running backs and 7 receivers if we want. Because we definitely are done at 2 tight ends and done at 2 quarterbacks. I know a lot of people like 3 quarterbacks, but out of the guys that are here, like who really gives me the most upside and most points? I'm leaning on Jane Daniels just becoming elite again, having him stacked up with Terry. I like that. Maybe we look at one of the Green Bay running backs, but I'm kind of on the side that nothing's really going to happen with Josh Jacobs. I just don't really believe it. I kind of think he's just going to, everything's just going to get swept under the rug a little bit, which I mean isn't great because I mean, if everything's true, he's kind of a piece of shit and fuck him, right? But it's the world we live in. Nothing really happens to these guys when they're making millions of dollars. And legal processes, they take a long time to play out. So we saw Jacobs go at 46 in this draft. If he was there at 47 for me, that's an insta click. Insta click. And I also want more Malik Neighbors in this third round. I'm buying the dip on a lot of these guys, except Rashee Rice. I'm not really too interested on Rashee Rice because, dude, the issues just keep piling up more and more. If he does end up getting suspended by the NFL, it's going to be longer than he did last time. Like, I would not be surprised if it's like a 10-game suspension, just based on his history. But who knows if that's actually going to happen or not. Him being in jail right now as well, away from the team, trying to rehab a surgery too, is not great. But hey, we walked into a share of him last night when I accidentally auto drafted my first 7 picks in a Best Ball Mania. So yeah, we just got to put up with it a little bit. Man, Trey Tucker and Jalen Naylor went 150 and 151 in this draft too. These guys have just been slowly rising more and more. We see Stefan right here going with a late 3 tight ends, Strange, Schultz, Frymuth. I kind of like this strategy. McMillan falling to 153. It's kind of nice too. I don't have a lot of McMillan post draft. I drafted a lot of him pre draft. Okay, so this is the question. Do I just take Mendoza here? If Mendoza's here at 191, this is the situation where it's kind of like, why not? Because I was saying, do I need 8 receivers? Do I need 7 running backs? Not necessarily. And if we can get Mendoza stacked up with Bowers just this late, it's kind of just a why not. So I think I'm probably just going to do that. Jacoby Brissett gets taken. Like, yeah, why not? I don't really see a reason why I wouldn't take Mendoza right here. So let's just do that because I'm happy with 6 running backs and I'm happy with 7 receivers. When I have Jamar Chase, it almost counts as 2 receivers for me. He's just that good and that dominant. And then when we have Terry McLaurin and Jaden Reed stacked up with our quarterbacks, we're just betting that these guys are good picks. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then I'll probably just take one of these vets as my 7. I think that feels fine. Do we want Ridley? Do we want Mooney? We have Tajay Spears, so we could get a little Tennessee correlation there. Mooney could just have a better year, but he's really never done that much aside from 1 year in the NFL 2 years ago. So let's get a share of Ridley. Let's get a share of Ridley round 17. I think it's fine as my wide receiver 7. It's not too exciting, of course, but I think it's okay. We have some Tennessee correlation with Tajay Spears as well. And then we're going to take 1 running back at the end of this draft. And yeah, this is what I mean about the third quarterback. I wasn't planning on taking one, but when we get Mendoza 23 picks past ADP at pick 191, we have him stacked up with Bowers. And I feel good about my tight ends. I feel good about my receivers. I feel good enough about my running backs that getting a quarterback who, I mean, he's a big question mark being a rookie, but if he just provides some extra points compared to an extra running back or receiver, then I think it is worth it in round 16. Kind of just a why not? Like Deshaun Watson. I mean, Mendoza got sandwiched between Jacoby Brissett and Tua. I think there's a much better chance Mendoza's playing at the end of the year than Brissett or Tua. And then you got Watson and Geno that go after. Not too exciting for me. Are we taking Naylor or Tucker more close to ADPs? I am Tucker. I like Tucker over Naylor. Yeah, let's take a look at this exposure. Trey Tucker, 16%. Pretty nice. Naylor, 6.5. So I'm a little below on Naylor, which isn't too bad. I actually have a decent amount of Naylor pre-draft because I was taking Naylor round 20 when no one else was. So that's okay. And I also got sneaky on your asses, and I joined another Best Ball Mania. I'm doing a lot of Best Ball Manias, man. This is number 49 in May. So it's a lot of Best Ball Manias, but I like doing the early drafts, man. I think I might cool it for like a whole week after, unless some crazy shit just happens on June 1st. But I like doing these Best Ball Manias on the weekend. I feel like they're a little plus EV on the weekend. I just do. So we're looking at running backs. Not a lot of great options. We couldn't take one of the San Francisco guys just as a dart throw. Jordan James has had the more recent buzz about being the RB2. I do like Kalen Black. And Kalen Black, I have a lot of him. I have like 20%. I'm not opposed to taking James Conner, though. I'm really not. And I think that's actually what I might do. Which I don't know. Maybe James Conner's a 0. But I'm gonna do it. If he's in Arizona, maybe he takes the early production. You know what? In this draft, I want more St. Brown, so I'm gonna take St. Brown. I've been kind of coming around to McCaffrey a bit, though, man. I've been coming around to McCaffrey a little bit. I know it's scary because of the injury, all the injury buzz and potential with Christian McCaffrey, but if he's just healthy for a full season again, he's just going to be good. He just is. Now let's do a little quick recap of this team that we just finished. Let's do a quick recap. We got at quarterback, Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, Fernando Mendoza. Running backs, Jeremiah Love, Travion Henderson, Aaron Jones, Woody Marks, Tajay Spears, and James Conner. James Conner might just get traded. Like maybe he just ends up in Washington as well. So kind of interested on a team like this as well, where our top 2 guys might not do much early in the season. I think getting the veteran helps a little bit. Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Reed, Quentin Johnson, Xavier Worthy, Deshaun Stribling, Calvin Ridley at receiver, Brock Bowers, Dallas Goedert at tight end. Feels okay. Receiver room might be a little thin, but I'm okay with it. Here, I'm just going to take Drake London. Receivers are getting pushed up. Let's just try a receiver-heavy start this time and see how it goes. Running backs getting pushed up like crazy. Let's try a little different strategy this time and go some heavy receivers. If anyone does happen to be in this draft with me, definitely let me know. I'm curious, but I think I avoided all you sneaky bastards. Need to find a late night underdog buddy to draft with. Hey, I'm always drafting late night, man. I'm out here on the West Coast, so my late night is even more late night than you East Coast guys. But there's some plus EV. And that reminds me, after After my next pick, I'll show you the team next to me, what they drafted in the Best Ball Mania I did last night, because I auto drafted the first 7 rounds, and dude, this guy fucking next to me, if I was in his draft slot, dude, I would be so happy. This guy's team was sick. Z-Man, what are you gonna do here? Give me Trey McBride. I don't have a ton of him, but we get him at pick 30 with St. Brown London. Okay, I'm not hesitating. I don't have a lot of Trey McBride, but this is where I get exposure. Okay. We pulled up St. Brown a couple spots. So even like St. Brown, Trey McBride, probably a pretty unique combination. And then with Drake London in there too, definitely thin at running back, but I'm cool with it. So look at this fucker next to me, dude. This guy, not my money. Look at his start. Christian McCaffrey, Ashton Jeanty. He got CMC at 9, Jeanty at 16. And then he got Olave and T. Higgins. Pulled up Joe Burrow in round 5, which I don't blame him for. When you get this sick of a start in your first 4 picks, just pull up your quarterback. Don't fuck around, because he still gets a good receiver in Jordan Tyson on the way back. I don't love Jordan Tyson, but I get it, especially when Lamar Jackson got taken at 36 for some reason. I have no idea. But then he got Godwin, Herbert, Jacoby Myers, Harold Fannin, 112. Latest I've seen Fannin go. Tyron Tracy, I like. Travis Hunter, Rondé Gadsden to backstack with Herbert. Trey Tucker, I like. Brian Robinson, I like. Trey Harris backstacked with Herbert, I like. And then upside swing at Marshawn Lloyd. So, dude, this guy's team next to me absolutely fucks. Like, his draft is way better than mine, and I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous. But so be it. If I can get Josh Jacobs, fuck. Josh Jacobs would have been perfect on this team as my first running back. He gets taken at 39 in this draft. He went at 47 in the last one. So clearly a lot of variance on where people are willing to take Josh Jacobs. And I'm willing to buy the dip. I am. Now, I don't have a lot of either Igbuka or Burden, but I think I'm going to take one of them here. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I love JMO. I like Terry. I don't have a ton of Igbuka, but he could just be really good, man. Like the second half of the year where he fell off a bit, maybe it was just from the hamstring injury that he should have sat a game against. It was against the Lions, and I was hoping Igbuka was going to sit, but he played anyways, and then never really looked the same after that. So, yeah. Do you have a Discord? I'm free about 10 p.m. Eastern after the wife and baby crash. I have like a Discord account. I never use it though. Mainly because I hate any sort of group chat thing at all. But I'm more so drafting like 10, 11 Pacific. Like I'm drafting late on the West Coast. We're seeing running backs fall too. So this is good for us. Although I'm not taking Scatabo. I'm not doing it. Even at 54, I don't care. I can't. It scares me, dude. Please, someone take Scatabo so I don't even have to consider it because it scares me. Bucky scares me as well. Bucky's been falling like a rock. He went at pick 62 in a Best Ball Mania I did the other day. Although we do have Igbuka, so we could get some Tampa correlation right there. Okay, Scatabo goes. Firestarter also has 0 running backs and gets his first in David Montgomery, which I am a little jealous of. I would have loved David Montgomery as my first running back. Now, question is, do I want to go DeAndre Swift? Do I want to go Judkins? Or do I want to go Rome? I think I just need the running back. We can get Chicago, Detroit, week 17. Maybe a DeAndre Swift revenge game against Detroit many years later. So we'll go with Swift here as our RB1. I think that's just probably the best pick to make. More trustworthy than Judkins. I do like Rome. And I think Rome is a tier break at receiver. But I kind of just need the running back a little more. And we still get a week 17 stack with Detroit and Chicago. So I'm cool with that. I like this Trey McBride at pick 30 price, even though I don't love Trey McBride this year. He can still just smash. What is my McBride exposure? 3.2%, 6 shares. So this is actually my first share in Best Ball Mania as well. My first share of Trey McBride in Best Ball Mania. Damn. But at least it's on a team like this. We get him in the middle of the third round with St. Brown and Drake London. That's going to be a unique start. Get a little fall on Egbuka too for a little more exposure there. So I like that. What's up, Smokers Haven? Don't trust Cam either. Would rather take Tracy. Yeah, dude. So I don't recognize your name too much. So I don't know if you've been in my chat a ton, but look at my Giants exposure, dude. I'm not fucking around. 26.7% Tracy, 0.5% Cam Scatterbo. I took him in one puppy. For the fuck of it. I'm not a Scatterbro. Dude, this is tough. Marv, Jaden. Jaden's always my pick here, dude. He's just the best player. Jaden Daniels is just the best player. Marv, though, do I really want double Arizona? No. I still just end up taking Jaden. I have a lot of Jaden Daniels, and I don't feel bad about it. I just think he can outscore all these quarterbacks here. He could be QB1 on the season. It's definitely in his range of outcomes. And looking at this range of players, it feels so much better taking Jaden. Maybe I would have considered Caleb if I had Rome, but I like the Caleb, or I like the Jaden backstacks. I'm cool with it. Definitely have a Discord for your channel. It'll be a useful tool. Yeah, I know there's a lot of things that I can do to help my channel. And like Who Hames has a Discord for like the community. And he's invited me into it and told me to like post there when I'm going live and everything too. But I just haven't gotten around to it too much. I'm like brand new to all this. This is my first year streaming. And I really wanted to focus just on like the actual streaming stuff more than anything before I like overcomplicate things or like put too much on my plate trying to do everything at once. Like I literally just got a Twitter for the first time in January as well, just for like the YouTube shit. Now do I just take Caleb here? It's a weird build. It's really thin at receiver and running back, but we can happily be done at 2. We get a fall. I don't think it's worth it though, man. But what am I looking at running back? Like, is Ramondre and Pollard really that much better than Caleb? But we can also get a later quarterback. I think I just need more of the steady points. Let's take Ramondre. I'm not going to take Caleb here. I have Egbuka. Like, I can get Baker Mayfield. I can get Jared Goff. When I have Jaden Daniels, I'm going to lean into him. And maybe if I didn't have an elite tight end already, I would be more comfortable with 2 quarterbacks. But this is Best Ball Mania. And I'm going for that. I'm going for that ceiling. All right. Yo, we got Young Moolah in the house. What's up, baby? Young Jiri. Baby. Absolutely, man. Happy to have you in here, my friend. Hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. Smokers Haven, just found your stream the other day. 103 drafts in. I've got 1 scat and 10 Tracy. Not super high on the Giants overall. Yeah, I don't necessarily blame you. I'm more high on the running back, not necessarily even because Tracy I think is the most talented, but it's just where he's going in the draft. ADP 130, and then the next running backs off the board are Missile, Woody Marks, and Jonah Coleman. I think there's a pretty big tier break after Tracy, because at least Tracy's shown some stuff in the league, right? 140 points last year, 163 the year before. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he's not a small running back either. So he's capable of just being an NFL running back, where I still like Keaton Missile a lot, but he hasn't proven it the way that Tyrone Tracy has yet. So that's why I have a lot of him, because I do a lot of builds like this where I'm a little thinner at running back. I like to try and push it and get these fallers and find these little pockets at running back later in the draft, because I think if you can nail those, then you can find a lot of edge because those running back points are more replaceable than these receiver points. Like St. Brown, Drake London, and Emeka Egbuka, they can all be top 10 receivers pretty easily. They can all be wide receiver ones. I mean, Drake London and St. Brown, you're expecting both of those guys to be RB ones, or sorry, wide receiver ones for sure. Harvey Dowdle. Harvey intrigues me, but I think on this team I need Rico Dowdle a little more. I think I need the projected volume a little more of Rico Dowdle, and he has a different bye week. I know it doesn't matter as much in Best Ball Mania, but Rico Dowdle felt better on this team than RJ Harvey did. Although maybe we would have had a Denver, New England week 17 stack right there, but who cares? I'm going to take some Rico Dowdle. I like Rico Dowdle. Hey, I appreciate that. Bass Fishing for Life. Congrats on starting. Congrats on your success and getting eyes. It's real tough out here. Yeah, I definitely had some help along the way. Like PPR Tyler, he helped me a lot because when I was like 3 weeks into streaming, I had 7 subscribers and I just left a comment on one of his videos being like, hey, I'm brand new to this. Would love to do a stream sometime. And he was just like, sure. And then we did it like the next week, I think, which, hey, respect to him. Didn't owe me anything, but had me on a stream out of the kindness of his heart. And yeah, that definitely gave me a nice little boost. I think I'm gonna take Michael Pittman here. I like Pittman over Pearsall. And I'm gonna push quarterback more. When I have Jaden Daniels, I'm just gonna push the quarterback, and I want to not miss out on receivers because I do think there is a tier break after Michael Pittman. And Michael Pittman, just as my 4, feels pretty good. Like he can be a top 24 receiver pretty easily this year, I feel like. And I would not be surprised if Michael Pittman just outscores DK Metcalf straight up. Would not surprise me if him and Aaron Rodgers just have a great connection on the football field and really crush it. Hey, I have to get you on stream sometime if I can stay up that late. Yeah, I'll definitely see if we can, man. It's fun streaming with people. Fun streaming with people. Definitely easier to talk to than just rambling on by yourself. Dude, especially when no one was watching. Like when I first started, I had 0 people in my 0 people watching for like the first couple weeks. And you're just literally talking to yourself, sounding like a madman. But again, the reason I started this is just for fun. Like I literally just started this because I love drafting. I like talking ball. And I wanted to like get outside my comfort zone, learn a new skill a little bit. And yeah, I'm doing that and I'm having fun with it. Now, Bo Nix, Jared Goff are falling. I'm going to take Jared Goff right here with St. Brown. Although I'm also tempted to try and push and get Baker Mayfield with my next pick. I'm actually really tempted. Do any of these guys 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Oh, dude, I'm so tempted. Oh, this is Best Ball Mania. Do any of these guys have Laporta? Do any of these guys have Laporta? I don't think so. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. We're gonna push it. This is Best Ball Mania. We're gonna push it and hope we get one of these quarterbacks on the way back. I think it's worth trying to push. I know I took Chris Rodriguez instead of a good, steady second quarterback, but I also like Chris Rodriguez, and maybe all these running backs in this tier just get taken, and I need to catch up at running back. So let's cross our fingers and hope we can get one of these quarterbacks to fall back to us. I think it's worth trying to push, man. I think it is. Yeah, hard that we can't play. I mean, you can play music. It just has to be like non-copyright, right? And I don't know. I personally don't love the music. I know a lot of people really like having the music in the background of people's streams, but for me, I kind of find it distracting. So I just like to raw dog it, you know? Yo, we got C. Vitrano Probably pronounced that wrong because I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names. But what's up? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Fuck you, dude. Baker Mayfield. Why you had to take him? Dude, take Shuck. Dude, why you had to take Baker? You got no... you're Bucky, I guess. But, man... Okay, I'll take Shuck. That sucks, dude. This guy took Goff as his third unstacked. Why, dude? Why? Maybe I just should have taken a fifth running back and pushed quarterback even more. You know what? I actually think I should have just taken... Fuck, I should have thought about that more. I should have just taken Aaron Jones and Rachaad White and settled for like an Aaron Rodgers and just really like get a lot stronger at running back when we're fading it. But that's okay. We'll take the falling Shuck. We can get a back stack later for him. And even if he's unstacked, who cares? We have Jane Daniels still unstacked as well. So I actually didn't even realize that either. So yeah, I think Rachaad White should have been the pick. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get one of these running backs to fall back to us. I was really hoping Baker or Goff would come back. And dude, this guy, it makes no sense, this guy taking Goff as his third quarterback unstacked. Why? Why? Usually watch other best ballers yourself while drafting? I do. And I used to a lot more before I started streaming. But yeah, I enjoy that. It's fun doing it at the same time. Hey, I got the name right? Hell yeah, dude. You know, I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names in the chat. Hopefully I can get Tracy on the way back. That would make me feel really good for passing up running back in the last round. We have the Hoff and the underdog. The Hoff, the underdog. See if they want the Tracy. Oh my God, dude. He takes Jonah Coleman over Tyrone Tracy. Oh, okay. And Tracy gets taken right before, so that's fine. Jalen Coker, Rashid Shaheed. It's one of these guys for me. I'll take the cokehead on this team. I am going to pass on Goddard because since I have Jaden Daniels and Tyler Shuck, I want to take one of these guys with my next pick. I'll lock up my second tight end almost certainly. And I'm kind of leaning towards Chig because round 18, I actually don't think a bad round 18 pick is Devon Vele. I don't think it's a bad round 18 pick, especially when you have Shuck. And in the eliminator, might even be a better pick, depending on how Jordan Tyson is. What's up, OMG? OM Godlike? OMG Godlike? What's up? How we doing? Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining the stream. Although Rashid Shaheed's still here, I'm so tempted to take him. Fuck, dude. How greedy am I going to get? No, I need to stay disciplined, right? Just take Chig. Stay disciplined. Man, Shaheed's so nice, though. I love Rashid Shaheed. Oh, okay. Eat my vegetables. Take Chig right there. It's hard for me to pass up on Rashid Shaheed. He's one of my highest drafted players, if not my highest drafted player. Like, let's take a look. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed, 29.9%. My highest drafted player. I really like him. Y'all also see I have a ton of Chig. 25.7% Chig is a lot. And that's a lot to invest in one like late round tight end. But I just like him. And if Juwan Johnson falls back, I'm going to feel pretty bad about passing on Rashid Shaheed. But I wanted to get at least one stack with Jane Daniels. It is Best Ball Mania. It's not completely necessary with these high upside rushing quarterbacks, but I still much prefer to get the stack. And I like Chig. I really just like his opportunity more than anything this year. But I'm kind of thinking these tight ends might fall back to me, so I'm gonna... Okay, Juwan gets taken. Hunter Henry, Kenyon Sadiq, I'm really not interested in either of them. I think they're both a little expensive, but thanks for donation on them, boys. I hope I'm not donating, man. Still got a chance at Brandon Ayuk for a possible Washington sack. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Brandon Ayuk. I guess like Antonio Williams is also an option, unless he already got taken. He's been going real expensive, man. Where did he go in this? Dude, 145 is crazy expensive. Jeremy Bernard, Denzel Boston. So these rookies are getting scooped up like crazy right now. Sean Tucker, even. Wow. I need running back. I like Debo, but I need running back. I'm gonna take Algier. I think he's just a steady handcuff, if anything. And I don't think he's gonna get no rush attempts. So maybe he can fall into the end zone. Little correlation with Trey McBride here. So we'll take Algier. I don't love this team. I don't love this team. I don't know if I'm landing the plane. I don't feel great about it. I don't feel great about my quarterbacks. I mean, quarterbacks are fine, but I don't feel great about my running backs. I don't feel great about my receivers. Even though I like my receivers, still only have 5 is pretty thin. My tight ends are really good, but I still don't even love Trey McBride, so not my favorite team, I'll admit. And Kenyon Sadiq falling like crazy. I want one of these guys. It's going to be hard for me to pass on Debo, but I might need the running back more. I think I just have to lean into my receivers and need more running backs. Probably looking at 7 running backs on this team too. B-Rob, Debo, Tank. We'll take one of these guys. Ted Hurst goes. Let's take B-Rob. Just a high upside handcuff, essentially. And maybe if Ayuk is there with my next pick, I would take him. Might be looking at a 2.772, I think. Because Swift as my 1 does not feel great. We could stop at 6, but do I really need 8 receivers when I start St. Brown, Drake London, and Igbuka? I don't know. What's up, Best One Call? Hey, thanks for the like, man. If you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate a subscription. We're almost at 300 subscribers. And yeah, this is Best Ball Mania, man. We're not fucking around out here. We're not fucking around. This is Best Ball Mania. I've done too many Best Ball Manias already. But I'll be honest, like it's just they're just way more fun to draft than any other tournament because every time I'm drafting this, I have the chance at winning $2 million, which to me is just way more exciting than drafting like a Pomeranian, which like you could win 50K, sure, on a $3 entry, but winning 2 million definitely tickles my fancy a lot more. Okay. Tesla's a nice fall. I still think I'm Tank Bigsby over the receivers here because he's a tier break for me at running back. Although the fall on Isaac Tesla, man. There's a fall on Tank Bigsby too. You know what? There's more running backs and less receivers. We have St. Brown. I don't have a lot of Tesla. So let's take a share of Tesla, 17 picks past ADP, and say, fuck it. Now, we'll take one more running back, one more receiver with this team. Damn, 107 DraftKings Millie's done. That's like one that dude, I probably should be doing DraftKings as well. Because honestly, instead of doing like all these little side contests on Underdog, I think I would rather just do the contests that can give you millions of dollars in a payout like DraftKings. Kind of a little more exciting to me. I just hate drafting on DraftKings. That's the thing. But hit up 4 BBM, so far away, different crowd. Yeah, the DraftKings and Underdog are very different. This might even be an Alvin Kamara ass team, who I don't have a lot of, but someone who can just maybe give me some projected volume. I have a lot of these other guys. Maybe we take a Big Mike as like a rookie handcuff, but you know what? We have the Saints as well. We have Shuck. So let's go Kamara. Maybe he stays with the Saints. Maybe he just retires. But I'll take a share of him here at 198. And with a running back room like this, I think it makes sense. I still don't love this team. If our receivers can pull it together, like if Michael Pittman, it just turns out to be really good. If he's a top 20 receiver, even, then it can be a good enough team because our tight ends are really good. Our quarterbacks are really strong. And then our running backs, I mean, Swift, Ramondre, Dowdle, Chris Rodriguez, Algier, B Rob, Kamara. You can make a case that all 7 of these guys have like at least a little bit of a role. Like they're not just pure handcuffs. Brian Robinson, probably the most handcuff out of these guys. But even then, I don't think Atlanta's going to give everything to B Rob, right? Like they're gonna split the B Robs up a little bit. And then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna take Vele with our last pick. I don't mind it. He's never really been drafted much. So getting him a late round 18 with Shuck, I think is fine. Hey, yo, what's up? We got Rickadoozle. We got Rickadoozle, my tout partner, out here, man. And yeah, the moms love me. Dude, they do. You know, in real life too. Yeah, the MILFs love me, man. They really do. I love the MILFs too. They're a fun time. So we'll take Vele. We'll end it off. I know, is that what Nathaniel's mom said? Because I saw like Nathaniel, one of the guys, had his mom on the stream. So hopefully she's a fan. I respect you. You look like a lovely lady, and you birthed a nice sweet boy. So hell yeah, dude. Hey, shout out Nate's mom. Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, they love the hair, man. They love the hair. Harvey or Lemon? Lemon. Give me some lemon. Okay, so this BBM is done. Wow, JJ McCarthy. All right, now let's do a quick recap. I don't know how I feel about this team. It could come together, but I also don't. I don't mind having different builds and trying things out. I'm doing 150 best ball manias. There's going to be a lot of shitty teams, but I think you have to just try some things out. So Jaden Daniels, Tyler Shuck at quarterback. It can be like they are 2 good quarterbacks. Both have rushing upside, which is nice. Swift, Ramondre, Dowdle, Chris Rodriguez, Tyler Algier, Brian Robinson, Alvin Kamara. Whenever DeAndre Swift is your RB1, it doesn't feel that great. But at least with the running back room that we have projected volume, right? So hopefully if we can just get lucky in the weeks that we need to, then we can make it work. Running backs, St. Brown, Drake London. We're betting a lot on. Oh, did my mouse just die? Oh, dude, I think my mouse just died. Okay, we'll use the tracer pad here now. Okay. St. Brown, Drake London, Igbuka, Michael Pittman, Jalen Coker, Isaac Tesla, Devon Vele, and then Trey McBride, Chico Conquo as our tight ends. So Vele 187 feels pretty nice. I like the tight ends. I think it's not a bad team. It's a different team. It's a different kind of team. I am going to hop in another draft, and I'm going to join the draft. I would like to do, I either want to do an eliminator or a pit bull. I'm going to join a pit bull and see how many we're waiting for. Oh, and it filled. Okay. Sick. Pick 10. Pick 10. Pick 10 can be okay. I was either going to do a pit bull or an eliminator. The reason I joined a pit bull first to try and see is because we just drafted 2 best ball manias. So drafting an eliminator after, it's a very different draft approach. So at least in the pit bull, it's a little more similar. to Best Ball Mania, like the ADPs and stuff. So I'll take that, man. I'll take that, man. What's up, Game Tight? Smashing that like for the MILFs. Yeah, dude. I got a MILF lady friend right now. It's a fun time. You know, they're good peoples. All right. So what are we down to 6 people? And so you think you can tell? No, there's 16. There's 16 right now. So it's like just getting started. We just had our duo challenge, so that's gonna be coming out tomorrow. I'm assuming, and excited to see. You need a Shroud Mouse? What is that? Good, you don't have to deposit then. Yeah, love watching. Sick, dude. Happy to have you in here. I don't even know what a Shroud Mouse is. I mean, like I mentioned, I bought my entire setup brand new just to start streaming, and I didn't know what mouse to get. This one that I got, it was on sale, had good reviews. It's a wireless one. It has like takes like a battery. So I'm just gonna have to replace the battery. But we'll do that later, man. We'll just rock out with the little mouse pad here on my laptop. Yeah, I do have a wireless mouse. It is wireless. It might not be the best though. 'Cause not fun when it dies. Okay, we are on the clock. Pick 10. We'll just take CD. I don't get a ton of CD Lamb. So let's take a share right here. Hopefully he can have a bounce back season. And we can still get one of these running backs on the way back. I do really like Ashton Jeanty. I think Ashton Jeanty can just be a top 10 pick next year. So I like him a lot, but I don't want to be completely out on CD Lamb as well, especially when these receiver prices are getting more expensive. Getting the elite guy with the elite ceiling, I'll be okay with. And we see a gold badge in here too. This is a 10,000 draft person. He does have NBA in his name though, Superior NBA. So maybe he's a basketball fan. Maybe these are NBA drafts. He doesn't know. He really doesn't know ball. That's what we can hope for, anyways. He takes GT though, so good pick right there. And we got Big Stunner in here. Shroud Mouse charges, just plug it in and charge whenever. Oh, dude, that's way better. Yeah, chargeable seems way better. Is this one chargeable? Probably not. Eh, too late. I don't care enough, man. I'll be honest. I'll keep it real. Hampton, Kenneth Walker. It's one of these guys for me. Do I really have a preference? Not necessarily. I kind of just feel like taking Kenneth Walker right now, so I'm going to take Kenneth Walker. Hampton could just be a real stud. He has an elite ceiling if he can get a bell cow roll and he can stay healthy. Mike McDaniel offense is quite nice. But I'll switch it up a little bit. I'll take Kenneth Walker. We see Brock Bowers get pulled up. This is a fun tournament too. This Pit Bowl, it's a fun tournament. 10 entry max. This is number 6 that I'm doing right now. 2 out of 12, 1 out of 6, 1 out of 5, and then 156 final. This is what I like. I like the finals where it's not too crazy. 156 is good. For 100K up top as well is quite nice. You do still have the min cash, the $20 min cash. I'm kind of in favor of just like eliminating that in most tournaments. Like the Frenchie 4 that we have right now. I love that structure as well. Getting rid of that main cash, I think is quite nice. But as opposed to like the Pomeranian and even this Hound Dog, I don't like this Hound Dog either. 992 seat final for a 5 entry max. Like I'm not about that, man. I don't like that. You can leave these tournaments for the people who just want to like have a finals sweat. They just want to make the finals in one tournament and like have a chance. I want to actually win. So Yeah, I'm gonna stick with some of these higher buy-ins, like the Pitbull. I like the structure more. It's more fun for me to draft. I would rather have one Pitbull than 4 of those Hound Dogs or whatever those $6 ones were. I'd rather have 1 bullet in the Pitbull. We see Rashee Rice go pick 28, and we see Malik Neighbors go pick 26. Little early for both of those guys compared to where I've been seeing them go. I was really happy when I got Malik Neighbors in, I think I picked 30 in the Frenchie draft that I did, the Frenchie 4, because that's a 6 out of 12 advance. So getting Neighbors in a 6 out of 12 feels quite nice. AJ Brown pick 32, very nice value. A lot of running backs still here too. I think I'm just going to take T. Higgins. I like T. Higgins. So let's do that. Maybe we'll look at a Joe Burrow round 6, who I also quite like the value of. Drafting the lower ones will only hurt your brainwaves. I tend to agree. I mean, it depends what your bankroll is and how much you're willing to spend, what you want out of it. Like if you only want to spend $100 in the whole off season, yeah, I don't know. Probably shouldn't do like some of the higher buy-ins because you also have to get warmed up to drafting too and kind of figure out your little groove. But if you're willing to spend, a lot more money, then I think the higher buy-ins are just more fun. Josh Jacobs gets taken. I wasn't really considering him on this team. Just in this tournament, I'm not too interested in Josh Jacobs. I'm gonna take Tedero McMillan. I know he's been a little banged up in practice so far, but I'm not too concerned about that. It's May. I've just been telling myself, man, if Tedero McMillan, if he can get 12 touchdowns and 1,200 yards, he's gonna smash fantasy. And as a rookie, he got 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's not nothing. And if he can build on that, if the Panthers end up passing the ball more, which I definitely could see them passing the ball more because I don't love Chuba. I don't love Jonathan Brooks. I mean, Trevor Etienne is a stud. Y'all know. But I'm not big on the running game. Even though they have a good run scheme, they have a good offensive line for running the ball. I think they just might end up passing the ball more. And Tedero McMillan, he could get 10 targets a game pretty easily. Damn, the DK Millie was $5 in the past. DK as well, though, has super high finals numbers, I'm pretty sure. But 3 mil at top is still quite nice. And I think their rake is higher as well. But you can also argue it's plus EV because you're going against people who aren't as sharp. But at the same time, everyone's going against people who aren't as sharp. So there's a lot of other people who have crazy teams as well. JMO pick 50. Love to see it. Love JMO. Love some JMO. Looks like running backs are going a little high in this draft. Scatabo, Henderson, Bucky, Judkins, all off the board already. Rome gets pulled up too. So who is falling? Montgomery and Waddle are falling. If I could get one of those two guys, that would be quite nice. Pretty much any of these top 5, I think there's a tier break after. So if I can get any of these top 5, top 4, I'm cool with. Don't really expect Lamar because the Zay Flower drafter is right here. So kind of expect Lamar to get taken right here. And he goes Waddle. Okay. Dave Montgomery gets taken. Like, I do have T. Higgins. So I could just look at Joe Burrow round 6. But if Lamar is there, round 5, I have a really hard time not just clicking him. And it's still week 17 correlation with T. Higgins. I'm also not completely opposed to going Lamar and Burrow. I've done it before. I've done it a few times before actually, and I actually kind of really like how it turns out. I could also take the upside swing on one of these receivers. I really don't mind reaching for my boy Parker Washington either. I don't love Toot Toot. He scares me. Although maybe we could get a share of Toot Toot in this tournament. Colonel Tate gets taken. You know what? I don't think this is a Joe Burrow team. This doesn't feel like a Joe Burrow team. Jordan Tyson or Parker Washington is who I'm going to take right here. Could look at a Tyler Warren as well, but I kind of just like pushing tight end more. And I'm going to take, might be crazy, but I'm going to take Parker Washington over the number 8 overall pick in the draft. I like some P-Wash, and I don't care. I'm going to take him. Marvin Harrison goes right after as well. If Jordan Tyson's healthy for the whole year, then he can just smash, be an absolute stud. But also, if Brian Thomas gets traded, Parker Washington can just absolutely smash and be a complete stud. Hey, yo, we got the celebrities out here, man. Yo, what's up? What's up, Jaron? How we doing, Goofy Chicken? Drafters are out here drafting. This is our 3rd draft of the stream already. And I'm gonna get back at you this week because if you're free in the evening, man, would love to have you back on the stream. Get some Goofy in our lives again. And hey, I'm assuming our tout video is coming out tomorrow, so I'm excited to see your video with the commish. You guys got a sweet pairing, man. Goofy and the commish, sick pairing. Mad respect, and I'm sure you guys made a pretty sweet video. Yo, what's up? Yeah, my hair is majestic. It is, dude. I fucking grew it myself. All natural, baby. The MILFs love it. All right, we see a bunch of quarterbacks off the board. Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Caleb, Burrow, May. Dude, I'm never getting Jamar Chase falling to me. Or sorry, I'm never getting Joe Burrow falling to me when I have Jamar Chase anymore. Although this guy, I think his team is dead because the only receiver he has through 6 rounds is Jamar Chase. And I don't love that. Like Trey McBride and Loveland on the same team, I think is a big mistake. See if he takes a receiver here finally. Hopefully not for our sake. Go ahead and take Chuba, my friend. Take Chuba. What the fuck, dude? You took another quarterback? Just unstacked too? Yo, Golden Boy, thank you for your donation and for ruining your Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow stack. So thank you. Thank you for that donation. Now, looking here, one of the reasons, okay, Dak gets taken, so that's stupid. This guy has no Cowboys. Receiver, tight end, running back. I think I need the tight end or running back. And on this team, I feel like taking Harvey. I took Rico Dowdle in the last draft. I feel like taking RJ Harvey right here. So I'm just going to do that. Now, maybe I do look at another quarterback and I take Trevor Lawrence with my next pick, which I probably should have looked at first because this guy is Brian Thomas. Yeah, he takes Trevor. So I probably should have taken Trevor with my last pick if I wanted him. But, oh well. Receiver or running back right here. I'm going to take receiver. I'm going to take Jaden Reed. I like Jaden Reed. It opens up another quarterback for us as well at the next turn. When I draft a guy like Lamar Jackson, I'm more willing to push quarterbacks. Like I think I would have taken Dak if he was there. Maybe I could have taken Trevor, but I'm totally fine if I just end up getting Jordan Love at the next turn and just getting better at my skill position players. I really need to catch up at running back, but I'm not afraid to make builds like this that are a little thin and don't feel the best. But if things fall your way, then they can help. He wants Hunter. He might, but this guy also has Brian Thomas. So don't blame him at all for taking Trevor. Now, looking at his team, he also has Tucker Kraft. And I didn't realize Kyle Pitts went at pick 86. So not going to get one of Pitts or Laporta to fall back, which I really like when they do. When Pitts or Laporta fall back to 106, 111, it happens, and it feels great. And we're officially seeing Laporta, Pitts, and Kraft all flip Harold Fannin, which if you were drafting pre-draft, Harold Fannin was going round 7, even round 6 sometimes. And he was going well above Kraft, Pitts, and Laporta. Now that has all flipped, and I don't have a lot of Fannin. But I don't mind mixing him in now. Now that he's getting cheaper, don't mind mixing in some Harold Fannin. Maybe we look at like a Mark Andrews on this team as well. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Travis? I feel like you have to make builds like this. Thin at running back doesn't feel good, but if you get lucky, might be the nuts. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a sharp way to draft, even though it doesn't feel great, because like I have my elite quarterback with Lamar. I have my elite receivers with a lot of depth where I can get spike weeks, and then I'm hoping to get lucky at running back. I'm hoping Kenneth Walker is just a bell cow this year, especially with Mahomes coming off his ACL. I'm hoping RJ Harvey takes a second-year leap, which I don't feel too great about as my RB2. If I could get Blake Corum to fall to me, that would feel great. And I might even consider Kenneth Gainwell with my next pick, because I think I might need the running back of my choosing here more than just securing Jordan Love. Just with how thin we are, J.K. Dobbins is the only other guy. I think I just need Kenneth Gainwell. He can get us some early season production. I don't care if we have 2 week 10 buys. And now I'm hoping for Jordan Love on the way back, although this guy has Tucker Kraft, so he might just take Love. But he also has Igbuka and Tate, so Baker and Cam Ward are available as options too. We'll see what he does. Because if he doesn't take Love, Love is probably not my next pick. And he takes Baker. Okay, so I'm cool with that. That's very friendly of you, my friend. Very friendly of you, Superior NBA. And even though I still like the running backs here, but I think I just need the quarterback the most. Chris Rodriguez is taken. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins, Jonathan Brooks, not interested in right here. And how is Brooks rising even more, man? I do not like Brooks. But we'll take Jordan Love again in this draft to stack up with Jaden Reed. I love some Jaden Reed. Jordan Love, I'm cool with getting some more exposure on as well. I don't think I have a ton. So, loved my 5 receivers. I think my 3 running backs are serviceable. Kenneth Gainwell hopefully can get some early season production, and hopefully RJ Harvey can get an expanded role. And then Kenneth Walker, we're hoping for a bell cow season. Still have 0 tight ends, but I'm totally fine with that. I don't have a lot of Mark Andrews, but I think on this team it would make sense. Unless one of these running backs fall. If one of these running backs fall to me, then I think I'm going to have to take them and then hope Mark Andrews comes back to me. But if not, I will take Mark Andrews. Because receiver, we have our 5. We're good with this right now. And yeah, we'll see. Definitely need to keep running back in mind. But I think there's some sneaky picks later, man, at running back. So if you can get some guys that can just hold it down for the first bit of the season, I think you can get some sneaky picks later. Yeah, it's like every one of my teams, but hammering running back early. I have some teams where I take running back early, and sometimes they feel good, but I like to mix it up. I don't just stick with one draft strategy. I go all over, switching things up. Feel like a great time to draft with Rice, Jacobs, Neighbors, uncertainty. Yeah, there's definitely a lot there. If you're willing to buy the dip, What's up, Anthony? How we doing? And you're hitting up a BBM. Hey, good luck, my friend. Just not too good of luck because I'm still trying to win that contest. All right. So I kind of like our chances to get one of these running backs falling. Romeo Dobbs, though, at 130 is kind of intriguing. And then if we get Mark Andrews on the way back, cool. If not, I don't care too much. I'm not too desperate to stack Andrews with Lamar. I'm not trying to force it. I'd rather get one of these running backs. Tracy gets taken. Concepcion gets taken. Honestly, I think I'm taking either one of Dobbs or Aaron Jones and then hope for Mark Andrews because I think there's a tier break there, and I want to take advantage of those guys. Okay, Dobbs gets taken. This is a no-brainer for me. I need Aaron Jones. I need the running back points, especially a veteran on this team. I think helps a lot, and hopefully we can get Andrews to fall back as well. Both of these guys have one tight end, so they might not be too desperate. And there's other options. There's Kincaid. There's Goddard. Take one of those guys. Hopefully we can land this plane. And hey, someone called it, dude. You called it. Someone said this guy wants Travis Hunter. You were right. He wanted Travis Hunter. He can have him right there. Dude, these guys are taking their time so much. So Malik Willis goes, and then Dallas Goedert. So we do get Mark Andrews on the way back. Another no-brainer pick for me. And yeah, we're not out here drafting scared, man. We're out here pushing it. And now I really, really like this team. Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love at quarterback. Feel really good with those two. Running backs, we caught up really well. Kenneth Walker, RJ Harvey, Kenneth Gainwell, Aaron Jones. Love the Kenneth correlation. And then receivers, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Tedero McMillan, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed. I love these five. Feel really, really solid there. And then Mark Andrews as our first tight end. I don't love Mark Andrews. Don't have a ton of him, but we do get him stacked up with Lamar right here. So there's that at least. And I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about that. So yeah, I'm liking how this is turning out right now. We see Pacheco go here at 141. So I'm really happy I got Aaron Jones at 130. That feels great. Gadsden goes, CJ Stroud goes. I'm trying to stay locked in right here, man. We're on some shit right now. And for everyone just joining, this is our third draft already. I'm considering doing a fourth draft. I'm considering it. But hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. We're almost at 300 subscribers. So would love to get there. Would feel great. The goal is 500 by the start of the NFL season. That would be awesome. And I think we can do it. Best Ball Summer is heating up. And the So You Think You Can Tout video, I think should be coming out tomorrow. So depending on how that turns out, man, if I need some fan support, I would really appreciate all of it. Follow me on Twitter as well at Jiri Football. Trying to get more active on there and do more Twitter stuff. I'm still brand new to it. So getting in the groove, but we're figuring it out. Now here, do I look at another tight end or do I look at a receiver of my choice or a running back? I don't love the running back values here. I like Trey Tucker. I like Juwan Jennings. I also like Juwan Johnson and Chig. Jennings gets taken. There's a bunch of tight ends, so I think I'm going to take the receiver first. Let's go for the high upside guy. Let's take Trey Tucker, and then hopefully one of these two tight ends can come back to us. And I take so much Chig. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit, take Juwan if we get the choice. But either one of these guys I'm happy with. Sometimes just get a little wow, Cade Otton at 157. Y'all know I love Cade Otton, but a little rich for me right there. Juwan Johnson. Wow, and Schultz goes? Dude. Schultz and Cade Otton get taken right there. That is pretty wild. Washington, New Orleans. You know what, dude? I don't care. We're riding with Chig. Because maybe we need the Parker Washington Chig Okonkwo week 17 stack. I have a lot of both of these guys, man, because I just draft a lot of these tight ends late. Like, I have 26% Chig. Almost my highest drafted tight end over Cade Otton now. I have a lot of AJ Barner. I have a lot of Juwan Johnson. Colson Loveland, though, my favorite expensive tight end. Have a lot of him, too. I love Dallas Goedert. A lot of Pat Freiermuth. A lot of Njoku. So you really see I draft a ton of these late tight ends. Sam Laporta overexposed. Kyle Pitts. Feel good about that. Brock Bowers rate at 8%. I wouldn't mind a little more Brock Bowers, but I like Colson Loveland at his cost a bit more. Tyler Warren, I kind of want a little more of as well, but I just always find myself taking quarterback around there. Not a lot of McBride, not a lot of Fannin. And then, yeah, not a lot of Jake Ferguson as well. Pretty low on Hunter Henry. You see, this is my Mark Andrews exposure. I have 2 shares. 2 shares of Mark Andrews. One of them is in Best Ball Mania. Don't have a lot of Kittle either. I kind of want some more Tongas. It looks like all 3 of my shares of Jake Tongas are in Best Ball Mania, though. So that's interesting. Let's make sure we're not auto-drafting. Okay, we are still 8 picks away. Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, Kenneth Walker, RJ Harvey, Kenneth Gainwell, Aaron Jones, CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Tedero McMillan, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, Trey Tucker. I love the spike week potential with this receiver room. Plus, the bye weeks are all different. All 6 of my bye weeks are different, which feels great. 2 running back with the same bye, but who cares? So bye weeks really spread out nicely too. And we do get more running back fallers, which is perfect. Brian Robinson, Tank Bigsby. I'm going to take Brian Robinson first, mainly for the bye week. I don't know if I want 3 week 10 buys. Plus, he's a little bit more of a faller. So let's take him. This guy already has 6 running backs. This guy is 4. So if I can get Tank Bigsby on the way back as well, I am pretty happy with that. And then stopping at 6. I like Flournoy here too. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy takes Ted Hurst because he clearly likes his Bucks. And he does, dude. I fucking called that. Y'all heard me. Y'all heard me. I called that. I called this motherfucker taking Ted Hurst. Marshawn Lloyd and Alvin Kamara both off the board. So these guys right next to me, they're not afraid to reach. Now, I like Flournoy a lot, but I think I need the running back in Tank Bigsby more. So we're going to take Tank, and then I'm very happy stopping at 6 right here. So I will take 1 more receiver and then 1 more tight end. I don't think I need more than 7 receivers when I have Trey Tucker as my 6th and Jaden Reed as my 5th, with CeeDee Lamb holding it down. And then I definitely want a 3rd tight end and, yeah, 7th receiver. But this is a nice hero running back room. This is how I love to build a hero running back team. With Kenneth Walker, hoping he is the bell cow, and then trying to get some production from RJ Harvey, Kenneth Gainwell, Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson, and Tank Bigsby. 3 week 10 buys, but who cares? I like this team a lot. Kind of wish it was a Best Ball Mania, honestly. This would be a pretty nice Best Ball Mania. Already subscribed and like. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the subscriptions and likes. Waiting on your NBA draft to pay out, then we'll do a couple BBMs. Made to the last round of the dance. Damn, dude. With 3 players, go Spurs. Hey, sweet, dude. And yeah, Anthony, definitely know you're a Spurs fan. So, yeah, it feels good to have your team in the finals. And especially when you do like the dailies or whatever, or the playoff tournaments, and your team makes it and you drafted a shit ton of them, feels great. Damn, Jonathan, got picked 12 in your Frenchie. I mean, you can pull it off. It's 6 out of 12 advanced, so who knows, man? Who knows? You can pull it off. If you did 100 drafts on DraftKings with 0% Josh Jacobs, would you join an FFPC hunting Josh Jacobs in the 4th or 5th round? I mean, I've never done an FFPC. I think those are like the higher buy-in managed tournaments that end in a best ball style, right? Something like that. It's very different. I don't do those, so I don't know. It's really all your choice. Probably not the answer you want, but it's just completely up to you. If you just want to completely fade Josh Jacobs, if you want to wait for more news, whatever. Now, I'll take a falling Jeremy Bernard, 20 picks past ADP. I haven't drafted a ton of him, but I'll take him right here. Might take a Jake Tongas too. Greg Dulcich. Probably looking at one of these guys. I'm also not opposed to Theo Johnson. But I think in this, I'll take Tongas. I think even as a backup role, feels better than someone just playing for the Dolphins, who's not really done much in his career. Even though Greg Dulcich could have a ton of opportunity, and he gets taken anyways. So there you go. Brandon Ayuk still on the board too. Calvin Ridley. No one wants these old heads. And we will end off with one tight end. Dude, I kind of just feel like doing another draft. Man. Can we get to 40 likes? Can we get to 40 likes? We're at 35 right now. If we could get to 40, I would really appreciate it. Do a 4th draft for 40 likes. It's fun doing longer streams on a Sunday. I kind of like it because we're just chilling, hanging out. I do need to go to the gym still today, and I do need to do some meal prep and catch up on some chores. But yo, we're also trying to win some real money out here. So let's take Jake Tongas and let's review this team. I don't know what tournament I'm going to do. BBM or Eliminator. I'm not going to do a BBM. Might be an Eliminator. What's up, Tide? How we doing? Don't care about the likes, but let's roll. I appreciate the enthusiasm. But we're trying to get some support out here as well. All right. We're trying to get some support. We're doing it for the love of the game. We're trying to grow the channel and everything like that. So any likes, comments, shares, whatever, we appreciate it all. So let's review this team. Quarterbacks, we got Lamar and Love. Running backs, Kenneth Walker, RJ Harvey, Kenneth Gainwell, Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson, Tank, Bigsby. I really like this running back room. I think it came together pretty well, especially with the falls we got on Aaron Jones, B-Rob, and Tank. That really helped our team out. And then receivers, we got CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Terrell McMillan, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, Trey Tucker, and Jeremy Bernard. I like this 7 receiver room. I don't think we need an 8th at all. So tight ends, Mark Andrews, Chig, Jake Tongas feels pretty good as well. Feels pretty good. Maybe Jake Tongas early on can help for like some of Mark Andrews' inconsistencies. And I'm just betting a ton on Chig. So this guy ended up taking Brandon Ayuk at pick 209, which is a pretty crazy fall. And yeah, that's our team. So let's hop in another draft. What draft do I want to do? I do really like the Eliminator. If I can just join another Pitbull, if it's going to fill quick, I'll do another Pitbull. Waiting for 7. Let's join an Eliminator as well, and I'm just going to do whatever fills first. We'll keep it simple like that. We'll join an Eliminator as well. Waiting for 10. So whichever draft we want, whichever draft fills first, we will do. If you guys want to join and you want to make one of these drafts happen, feel free. But I'm going to be leaving whichever one doesn't fill. Streamers give up as long as you keep it going in your driver's seat. I mean, I'm not giving up. Yo, what's up, Goofy? Doing anything special for 300 subscribers? I was thinking I might just do something like simple, casual, do like a 300-minute stream for 300 subscribers because 300 minutes is 5 hours. So that's a pretty long stream. I don't think I'm ready for a fucking 12-hour stream or like 24-hour stream at all. That's a big commitment. But 300 minutes, we could do 5 hours, man. I think that would be pretty fun. Not do anything too crazy. And yo, we gotta get Fancy Garage out here too. Yo, I'm gonna hit you up after this today, man, because I'm gonna be doing some evening drafts this week. And so if I can get some guests, if I can get some people on the channel, if I can join some other people's channel this week, definitely want to take advantage of that. So, yo, Candyman, if you got a day in mind that works for you, hit me up, man. If you want to come on the channel, would love to have you on as a guest. What's up, Seth? How we doing? I'd have no idea what to talk about for 12 hours. I mean, yeah. If I do a 12-hour stream, I would definitely need some guests. I would need some guests or a lot of drugs. Just do some mushrooms or something and just go fucking, we'll just be preaching peace and love for these 12 hours. Yeah, definitely want to join Goofy. I was talking to him last week and seeing if he wanted to get on the channel. Also, looks like we're going to be doing a pit bull over the eliminator. We'll see which one joins first. But yeah, right after the stream, I'm gonna hit up Chris the Candyman and our boy Goofy Chicken. See if we can get some guests this week. Because me and Candyman have been trying to link up for a minute, but schedules have not aligned too well. But this week I'll be free in the evenings, so would definitely love some guests. So I might as well just leave this eliminator because it looks like the pit bull is gonna fill. I mean, 4 out of 12. I guess we'll stay until it actually fills. We'll see. And thanks again for everyone joining me on this beautiful Sunday and for spending some of your day with me. I appreciate it. Having a ton of fun ripping these Sunday drafts, man. I always enjoy it. Doing some longer streams on the weekend, just talking ball, talking with you guys. It's always fun. But these drafts are feeling kind of slow. I think a lot of people are just really hammering these cheaper tournaments right now. The Frenchie 4 is nice. It's only a single entry max, but I think a lot of people are probably done their dash hounds. This was one that I liked as well. $8 4 entry max, but similar to the Pitbull, I think it's pretty much the exact same except different pay structure. But 156 seat final. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, 156. I like this a ton. 30K up top. I really like this tournament. Only thing that would make it better. Oh, no, they do. Okay. $0 min cash as well, which I quite like for these really cheap tournaments. Like an $8 tournament, I don't really need the $8 back. It's not going to make or break my fantasy season. But if I get 30K for winning instead of 20K, that's a nice difference right there. Yeah, like this Hound Dog, I'm not a fan of. I don't like the 1,000-person finals. I don't really do Superflex, so I'm not really interested in the Field General or Frenchie 3. But Superflex, and dude, this Frenchie 3 is filmed super slow. Oh, I guess it's only a double entry. Interesting. Pomeranian, not interested in as well. I've done 2 of them, but 940 seat final does not do it for me. And then I want to do more eliminators, but they're filling really slow right now. The eliminators are filling slow. I know most people want to do them in July and August. But I'm telling you right now, this tournament is going to fill so fast in August. You have no idea. Because everyone's just going to be hammering them. And then people are going to realize it's filling fast. So they're going to hammer slow drafts. And it's just going to fill even faster. Been waiting on one in the Frenchie 4 for a hot minute now. That sucks, dude. I mean, I would join it, but I've already done it. Now, dude, this eliminator's catching up. 7 out of 12 now. If anyone wants to join one of these, definitely hop in. And yeah, dude, Candyman, he just hit 1,000 subs. Big congrats to him, man. If anyone hasn't subscribed to the Fantasy Garage, definitely check him out, man. Got some great content. Also, recently took the sunglasses off. Big moves. Big moves. Mad respect. But yeah, Candyman just hit 1,000. Nice and Blunt, our boy, just hit 10,000. And yo, we're almost at 300, man. We out here, man. We are out here. 300 subscribers, man. Nothing to scoff at. Especially when, dude, I've only been doing this since I did my very first stream the first day the big board came out. I wanted to start the very first day the big board came out. We did, and we've been streaming every single day since. Missed a couple days for just life being too busy, and missed a couple days for some traveling and trips. But other than that, we're streaming every single day. And so almost at 300 subscribers feels great. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. So yeah, you can like it all you want, but the more the site gets from you, the better. So I just hit up the big tournaments. I definitely like the big tournaments more as well. What's up, Seth? What trips you been on? In April, I went to New York for 6 nights. 6 nights, 7 days. I went to New York from April 25th to May 1st. And I went to get my leg tattooed. I got 2 full day sessions on my leg. Working to get a full leg sleeve. I'm gonna have to go back one more time for one more session, but did that, explore the city a little bit, a lot of fun. And now we're waiting on 2 in there. Okay, maybe I will stay in the eliminator. I want to do whatever joins or whatever fills first. They're both taking a while. We'll see which one fills. And then a couple weekends ago, I went to another city in British Columbia. I went to Kelowna in BC for a little bachelor party weekend with some of the boys. And then this weekend, I won't be streaming because I'm going camping. So yeah, we'll be off the grid for a couple days this weekend. Hopefully it makes it though, because it might get rained out. Some people might bail because of the rain. I'm not afraid of no fucking rain. I'll sleep in a tent in the rain. I don't care. We out here enjoying nature, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I don't have any trips planned for the rest of the summer. So plan on streaming every single day after this weekend till the start of the season. And I don't know what I'm going to do in the season yet. I really have no idea. So, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Definitely want to do some content in the season, but I won't be drafting or doing streams daily. Like there's no chance. So definitely recognize some names in here. We got Libra, we got Sowski, Wabi, I recognize OMG Godlike in here. Source 03 looks familiar. That's me. RB1, I definitely recognize. Golden Boy, I recognize. So yeah, we got a lot of people out here. Should be a fun draft. And we are in a Pitbull $20 draft. Quite like this structure. Now, this is my 4th draft. So I realized with myself, whenever I do a ton of drafts in a row, like when I'm on my 4th draft, 5th draft, I kind of go off the rails a little bit and I kind of just start doing wild shit. So I'm going to try and rein myself in a little bit and not get too unhinged. And hopefully we can still draft a good team and don't just throw this $20 away. Yeah, dude. We're coming up here. All right. We're coming up out here. We're on the come up. Went to a bachelor party last month. So much fun. Yeah, it was my first one. And it wasn't like too crazy or anything. Did like some, classic bachelor party things. But it was a fun time. Good group of guys. And yeah, it was nice. Yeah, you know what, dude? You are wasting your money right now. You out here joining drafts with me. You're wasting your money because I'm advancing 100% of my teams this year. It is already locked in. We're drafting. We're advancing 100% of teams. Now I'm either taking CMC or St. Brown pretty easily. CMC gets taken, so I am more than happy to take my boy Amon-Ra St. Brown. For anyone who doesn't know, I am a massive Detroit Lions fan up here in Canada land, but we're a Lions fan. So any chance we can get St. Brown, I am happy with. And I miss in the pre-draft contest. Sometimes St. Brown was going pick 14, 15, man. What a steal. But one of the easiest schedules in the league this year, one of the best offenses in the league, truly elite receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the best picks on the board. Hey, you got Puka. Puka's nice. I want some more Puka, but like I have not gotten a lot of pick 4, pick 5 this year. Not gotten a lot of these guys, but I do have a lot of pick 1, pick 2, which does feel nice too. Bijan Gibbs, they're just in a tier of their own at running back. So being overweight on both those guys feels nice, especially in Best Ball Mania. But I still have 101 drafts in Best Ball Mania. I've done a lot. I told myself the most I would be willing to do in May was 50, and I've done 100, or I've done 49, so I have 101 left. And I've been saying for the past 2 weeks that I need to slow down on Best Ball Manias a bit, but they're just so much fun to draft, dude. Like straight up. Best Ball Manias are just by far the most fun to draft. Cause every time I'm drafting, I'm just imagining myself winning $2 million and how great that's gonna feel. Damn, that's gonna feel good, man. Can't wait to win that 2 million next year. Right at the start of next year, too. So what a great way to start your year. Saquon gets taken. We've taken Kenneth Walker a few times this stream, but let's just roll with it again. Chase Brown, St. Brown, they have the same bye week. Y'all know I like getting the Browntown. I like getting the Browntown action, but we'll take another share of Kenneth Walker just at the top of ADP with Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and be happy with it. See if there's anything too unique. I mean, JJ, Saquon, a little unique maybe. This guy pulls up Hunter Henry. Derrick Henry with Ashton Jeanty. Don't hate it. Getting a little different out here with your silver badge. And wow, okay. OMG Godlike. Not afraid to get his guys. Going with the Rashee Rice, huh? Curious to hear why you took Rashee Rice right there. Because usually he's available at pick 28. I'm guessing you're not afraid of him being in jail or any possible suspension or anything like that. But I mean, if you like that, if you see this title, I auto drafted my first 7 picks in a BBM. I did it late last night, and I got Rashee Rice at pick 32. Again, this is auto drafted, but the rest of my receivers are strong. So even if he misses some time, hopefully they can pick up the slack. But Godlike getting different out here. You have 100% guy. Do you have 100% Rashee Rice? That'd be nuts, dude. Yo, what's up, Drew? What's up, Drew? How we doing? Your RB1, let's get it. We'll never say no to a Cook HN week 17 stack. Yeah, dude. Hey, I see your teams on Twitter and shit. I see your teams. I know you out here in these draft streets. We got sharps in here, man. But hey, welcome to the chat. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Pleasure drafting with you, man. Okay, if Neighbors was there, I would have taken Neighbors. I'm just going to take top of ADP. I'm going to take Breece Hall. Breece Hall's been rising because Josh Jacobs has been falling, essentially. I would have either taken Neighbors or Breece Hall, one or the other. I quite like the Neighbors price in the middle of round 3. But getting Breece Hall past ADP there feels good. You have Rice in all your single entry Frenchies. I don't think that's a bad move. Like, I don't think it's a bad move to get exposure to guys like that in your single entry tournaments, because then in that tournament, you're 100% exposed to him. I think in my Frenchie 4 that I did, I'll pull it up after this, but in my Frenchie 4, I took a lot of people that, I took a lot of people that I don't normally take a lot, and I kinda like doing that in a single entry tournament. So, Zay Flowers starting to go early now. Yeah, a lot of wide receivers are getting pushed up too because of the Rice and Neighbors news. And yeah, you took Zay Flowers early, which isn't the worst either, because at least you can get Lamar pretty easily. Wouldn't say a sharp, but do a lot of drafting. I mean, it's all subjective. A lot of this is just luck, anyways. There's definitely skill involved, but a lot of it is luck. So our boy Drew here, RB1, took Josh Allen with James Cook. Is he going to go with a running back or going to keep getting, or sorry, a receiver or keep getting these RB1s? He takes Jacobs. I would have really considered Jacobs on this team. Lad goes. I think we took Igbuka with St. Brown earlier. I don't have a lot of Luther Burden. I don't necessarily like Luther Burden at his price, but I am going to take him here just to get a little bit of a different team, different share. And we get the Chicago Detroit week 17 correlation as well. Maybe Luther Burns is just a guy you need. I don't have a ton of him. I'm actually really curious to see. Let's look at my Bears exposures. Bears, a lot of Loveland, overexposed on Rome, a little under on Caleb, little under on Swift, under on Monungai, and then only 4 shares of Luther Burden, all in the puppy. So yeah, not my favorite at cost. But I'll show you guys this Frenchie 4 that I had. So this is a 2-6-7-3, and it's a lot of players who I don't draft a ton of. So I got Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford. At running backs, we got some really nice ADP values. You guys can look here at the ADP values. They're really nice fallers. But Henry, Price, Harvey, JCM, Pacheco, Tajay Spears, really nice 6 running back room and great ADP values. Receivers feel great. JSN, Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. Those 4, really, really nice. And then Michael Pittman, Ted Hurst, then upside swing, Keon Coleman. Swing for the fences a little bit. Goddard, Gadsden, Terrence Ferguson as our tight ends feel quite nice as well. So we got the back stack with Herbert and Gadsden. And yeah, having Malik Neighbors on a team like that, where I also have JSN, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, makes me feel very good about him potentially missing a couple games. Now, OMG Godlike passed on Lamar right there with Flowers for David Montgomery. DJ Moore gets taken. So, again, like the last draft, I don't care. Lamar Jackson is the best player available right now, and I'm going to take him a lot because of that. We can backstack him. Even if he's unstacked, I really don't care. He's just the best pick on the board, and I'm going to stand on that. You got Rice at 38 and Jacobs at 40 in the $30 Frenchie. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't mind doing that in that tournament at all. Cowboys and Chiefs will do better than they did last season. I mean, I would really hope the Chiefs do better. They were pretty ass last season, and it'd be pretty embarrassing for their dynasty just to completely crumble that fast. But it's possible. RB1, oh, dude, this guy knows ball. Yo, RB1 knows ball. He's taking Parker Washington out here. Yo, I respect your game. Now, I don't love Christian Watson. I don't have a lot of him, but we're going to get him 7 picks past ADP. And we have Detroit, Chicago. So we get Green Bay for a little divisional correlation as well. I'm cool with it. Don't love Christian Watson, but getting a share of him here, I think, does make sense. So I'm cool with mixing him in. Yeah, yo, Drew out here knows ball, dude. Taking Parker Washington. Lamar bags are overpacked. Dude, it's impossible to overpack these Lamar bags. It's impossible. I'm overexposed on Lamar. I quite like Lamar Jackson. Wabi goes ahead and takes Toot Toot here at 68. He's been falling a little bit recently. I'm much more on the Chris Rodriguez over Toot Toot side of things. I get the excitement for Toot Toot, but it's so much projection. I'd rather get the cheaper guy who's actually been talked about a little bit as well. So I'm cool with that. Also, I kind of like getting a share of Christian Watson here. I mean, in our last draft, we got Jaden Reed with Lamar Jackson. So now we got Christian Watson with Lamar Jackson. Maybe we'll end up getting another Jordan Love share as well. Let's check my Packers exposure. Let's check my Packers exposure. I'm curious. Yeah, my bags are packed on Jaden Reed. I really like his upside at his price. Jordan Love, 10%. Actually, a little more than I thought I had, but not bad. Tucker Kraft, 7.4%. I'm fine with that. 4% Christian Watson, kind of where I want to be with him. I did not have a lot of Jacobs before he had his arrest, and I would not mind buying the dip right now. 4 shares of Matthew Golden, very cheap. Looks like 3 in the puppy and 1 in the palm. And then I did take 1 share of Chris Brooks in Best Ball Mania, and then I took 1 share of Savion Williams in the puppy, which is kind of funny. So I would have loved Makai Lemon right there. If Makai Lemon fell to me at pick 80, that would have been really, really nice. I don't have a lot of Jaylen Warren. Let's get a share. Sure, I'll take Jaylen Warren. I think one of these receivers can fall back to me, and I don't mind it. We'll just get a little different. Switch it up a little bit. Yo, what's up, Who Hames? How we doing? Yo, Who Hames, I'm gonna reach out to you as well. See if you want to do a draft this week. Come back on the channel. Because I'll be free in the evenings again this week. You got so much Lamar too. The discount this year is crazy. Yeah, dude, he has an elite ceiling. The fact that he's going 2 rounds later than Josh Allen is absurd to me. Absolutely absurd. Just give me a day. All right. Yo, if you want to come on tomorrow? You want to come on tomorrow night, Who Hames? Let me know. Would love to have you on. Buying the Jacobs might be too early. Yeah, who knows if he's going to keep falling or if he's going to rise more. I have no idea. Oh, I'm back up on the clock. I'm getting distracted out here. I need a receiver. And I like Chris Godwin. So gonna take him right there. Pretty easy. Still don't love Luther Burden, but that's all right. Before Jacobs got arrested, you had 1%. Yeah, I think I had like 2.5 or 3. But trying to as well, yeah, buy the dip in the 4th round. I mean, in the first Best Ball Mania we saw he went at pick 46 or 47. I was 1 pick away. I would have scooped him up so easily. You'll let me know in a bit. Normally do a Monday evening show, but may move days. Yeah, let me know. No pressure. And I'm flexible as well. But I want to reach out to Goofy. Want to reach out to Candyman. I did reach out to the Fantasy Dog Pound as well. And he might be coming on the stream, which would be a lot of fun. So hopefully we can get him on one day this week as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. No, I can't do a Friday stream. Yeah, so I'm only going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I'm leaving for camping on Friday and then coming back Sunday. So I probably will do a Sunday night stream. But Friday, Saturday, I won't be streaming. You got in a 4 or 5 turn last night with Gibbs. I'm assuming with Josh Jacobs, Neighbors, and Rice. Damn, that's pretty nice. Oh, you got Neighbors and Rice at the 4-5 turn? Did you actually get Neighbors and Rice at the 4-5 turn with Gibbs? Because if that's what you're saying, that's nuts. Oh, with Jacobs. Okay. Yeah, Jacobs. That makes more sense. Harold Fannin is still here. I don't have a lot of Fannin. He gets taken. I think I need the receiver. I don't have a lot of Ricky Pearsall either. But last guy in a tier falls a little bit. Let's just scoop up the receiver value. And again, we're pushing tight end. Like I'm not forcing getting these higher priced tight ends. If Fannin or Pitts fell to me, chances are I probably would have taken them. But I find myself pushing this tight end position a ton. And I don't feel bad about it. Now, might be looking at a quarterback on the way back if one comes to me, and then I can happily stop at 2. And this is a pretty similar but different approach to our last draft, except the only difference is we invested a little bit more at running back and a little less at receiver, but I think it's a pretty similar structure that we had in our last draft, which I'm fine with. Kyler and Goff off the board. Gainwell goes. I like Gainwell. The question is, do I want to try and push it at receiver? Or sorry, at quarterback? No. Because when I have Chris Godwin, I do like to try and push Baker sometimes because he falls. Baker has been falling recently. He's been falling to the end of the 11th. I have a best ball mania with Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield in the 12th hole. And I got Baker at like 130. We'll see what RB1 does right here. He takes Wandale. Yeah, receivers are getting pulled up a little bit. And this guy, fuck, dude, why you got to take Jordan Love as your third with Reed and Kraft? Why, dude? Do I just take Baker now? Do I push? I think I'm going to bend the knee a little bit. I would rather push, but I think I'm just going to secure Baker. This guy right next to me, he has Igbuka and only Trevor Lawrence at his quarterback. And he takes Matthew Stafford. Did he take him unstacked as well? He did. So there was no chance Baker Mayfield was falling back to me. And looking at the receivers I have, there's not really anyone else I can backstack with unless I want to get Aaron Rodgers with Jalen Warren or Geno with Breece Hall, which I really don't want to do. So we'll just secure Baker Mayfield and hopefully a running back can fall back to us, or I'll take Mark Andrews. Kind of the same thing with the last draft. Give me one of these running backs or Mark Andrews. Because I'm not too desperate for Mark Andrews. I feel like I can catch up at tight end later. And he's not my favorite player to get. And I like these running backs because I think there is a big tier break after them. So I'd rather take the running back and try and push tight end like we did last draft. But we'll see what happens. 4 picks ahead of us and 4 running backs that I would be willing to take. Rachaad White gets taken. Jalen Coker gets taken. So we are going to have our choice of running back if we want one. Jordan Mason, Tyrone Tracy, Kittle, and Kelsey are still on the board too. So that makes me feel a little bit better about pushing tight end as well. So I'm going to take Tracy here, and I'm going to hope one of these tight ends falls back to me, which I feel pretty confident about. I'd probably take them in this order. I'm not a George Kittle guy. Not a George Kittle guy. I'm pretty biased in general against injured players. And especially if you get a really serious injury late in the season and you're on the older side, not my favorite. Oh, I see Jacobs 4-5 and Neighbors at the 2-3. Nice. Jacobs in the 4th in an FFPC. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about that world. I know that's a little different strategies in there. Yeah, I'm desperate and will take Baker. Yeah, I didn't think Baker was going to fall back to me in this draft. Not with a bunch of you guys in here. So I wasn't gonna mess around right here. Yeah, dude, Sasuke's been here, but Sasuke's a little lurker. Joining all the drafts, but not in the chat. Mendoza and Rogers seem solid. Yeah, I don't mind them. I like Aaron Rodgers more than Mendoza probably just because he's gonna play the whole season. But tight ends, running backs move up, yeah. And we are gonna get one of these tight ends on the way back. So if we get Mark Andrews too with Lamar Jackson, perfect. And we do. So this worked out really well again, just like the last draft. So these last two Pipples that we've done are actually quite similar, but just a little bit different. Because this one, we push Mark Andrews for the running back again, but our running backs are stronger. Like I think in the last one, RJ Harvey was our RB2. This one we have Brees Hall, and then we have Jalen Warren, Tyron Tracy. So much stronger at running back, a little weaker at receiver, arguably. But St. Brown, Luther Burden, I don't draft a ton of Burden, but we'll mix it in here. Same thing with Christian Watson. Don't draft a ton of him, but we'll mix him in past ADP when we get divisional correlation as well. I like Chris Godwin. Ricky Pearsall kind of worries me a little bit, but he does have a lot of upside. And he was the last guy in a tier at receiver. So yeah, I'll just take him when I can right there. I don't want to be completely out on Pearsall. He was one of my higher drafted guys last year. I was thinking he's going to get that year two breakout. And I mean, if he didn't get injured, honestly, he probably would have smashed. Let's be real. Isaiah Likely goes 147 to Sosky with Dart. So pretty ballsy of him to pull up Travis Hunter or to take Travis Hunter over Isaiah Likely and then still gets the stack. So respect to you. Nicely done. Now, what do I want here? Do I want a tight end? Do I want a running back? Do I want a receiver? Okay, I'm not interested in tight end. To me, it's either skid marks or Trey Tucker. What receivers and running backs am I looking at the next turn? On this team, I think I need the receiver more. So I'm going to take Trey Tucker. I feel like I need the receiver. Going to take Trey Tucker. And then we'll look at running back or tight end with our next pick. If Brenton Strange, Juwan Johnson, if one of those tight ends were there, I would have considered. But I don't love Kenyon Sadiq. So I'm going to push tight end a little more. I can probably stop at 5 running backs if I want to, and then maybe go 8 receivers, 3 tight ends, or 6 running backs, 7 receivers, 3 tight ends. I'm getting 3 tight ends no matter what. So I'm either deciding between 6 running backs or 8 receivers. What would I rather have? And we'll just see what falls into our lap. See what the draft board gives us. You're loving Pearsall. I do see the appeal. And I have a lot more of him pre-draft. Like I'll show you my pre-draft exposures. Pre-draft best ball exposures. Pearsall 11.2%. So it actually did die down a bit. It was up to like 18% at one point, and then I kind of stopped drafting him a little bit. But yeah, back in on this draft. We'll see who's available for us. Antonio Williams gets taken. See what NTG does. This is a weird drafter, man. He takes skid marks, so I probably would have taken skid marks. I think I'm just going to take Tyler Algier right here. Could look at a tight end. Could look at a receiver. I think I can push receiver, though. I think Tyler Algier probably gives the most value to my team. So let's do that, and then I'll be done at 5 running backs, I think. I can stop at 5. Yeah, I can definitely stop at 5 when Kenneth Walker and Brees Hall are my top 2. And I think I'll go with 8 receivers and 3 tight ends. We'll see, though. We'll see if receiver values are nice to us, but I have some ideas I can't say anything because a lot of you guys are in here with me, but I got some ideas on how I can land this plane. We have 4 more picks. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, San Francisco does have an awful travel schedule. It's just, dude, all their guys seem to always get injured, man. It's tough. I do agree with you with Evans. I don't love Evans. Old, coming off an injury. He looked like he really took a step back as well. And Pearsall, the thing is, he hasn't been healthy either. He hasn't been healthy his first 2 seasons in the league, and he wasn't healthy in college either. Get another tight end? Yeah, I need 2 more tight ends. I'm gonna be getting 2 more tight ends for sure. Yeah, dude, Kate Otten probably is on this team for sure. Evans is a red zone monster, getting a better quarterback in OC. Yeah, it's tough because the thing with Evans too is Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer without a doubt. Without a doubt, Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer. Same thing with Devonte Adams. And my case with these guys is they're old, they're dusty, might not feel good, but they're also just different. Like these guys are ballers, they're football players, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. And that's really valuable as well. So I'm actually quite happy that I took Algier here. I would have preferred Woody Marks, but seeing Sampson, B Rob, and then Tank Bigsby even going, Nicholas Singleton going off the board makes me feel better. Now, I don't love seeing Schultz and Barner go and Gunnar Helm. So I don't love seeing the tight ends go. Okay, if Kate Otten got sniped there, I would not feel good about it, but we're going to take him right here. Both of our tight ends stacked up with both of our quarterbacks. I like that. Would have considered a Ted Hurst too. If Ted Hurst comes back to me, I probably will just take him. And then I can look at a Baltimore rookie as well, round 18. I quite like taking a Baltimore rookie round 18 when I have Lamar. Evans seems to be injury prone, but hasn't looked to have shown slowing down at all. Yeah. I don't know. When I was watching him a little bit, it seemed a little limited. And then when you watch some of his like in breaking routes, he's not too agile anymore. I mean, that was never really his game, but yeah. Evans, just like Jamar, players you can't fade because their spike week availability, it's never gonna be gone. Different ways to spike, but they can get points. So it doesn't matter. I agree. The difference is just the age, right? Like JMO's been healthy in his career too. Aside from coming in with an ACL injury, he's been relatively healthy. Even though he's like a smaller frame guy. And I love the Lions offense this year. I love their schedule. I love Okay, I feel like I just need Pat Fryermuth here more. He's more important to my team than getting my choice of receiver. So let's get Pat Fryermuth. But JMO, dude, in the Lions offense, they have such a good schedule. They have the 4th place schedule, so they're playing easy teams. Their hardest games are their divisional games, and they missed the playoffs last year. They're not going to want that to happen again. Dan Campbell is going to be playing with a bite out of his kneecap. I'm telling you that. Not a chip on his shoulder. He's playing with a nibble out of his kneecap. All right. And they're not going to let up in games. They are going to pedal to the metal and pound you into the ground. No diddy. Pause. But these Lions are going to play real hard this year. And they're going to run the score up and say fuck you to everyone they play. So give me all of the Detroit Lions in these best ball drafts. Give me all the Gibbs. Give me all the St. Brown. Give me all the JMO. Give me all the Laporta. Maybe you can keep some Isaac Tesla. He's not my favorite guy, but I'll still take some of him too. I'm really curious to see what Pacheco's role is going to be, though. Really curious. Because I think like the highest upside case for Pacheco's role this year is what David Montgomery's role was last year. Because David Montgomery's role took a huge step back last year where he was getting between between like 6 and 12 carries a game. There were some games where he got like 15, but he was getting phased out pretty quick. So Pacheco, I could see a guy getting like maybe 10 touches a game max, which for a guy going in his range is not bad. But what do I want to do here? Do I want to take 2 receivers or do I want another running back? I think I'm fine with my 5 running backs. I think I take 2 receivers. I'm fine with my 3 tight ends. Maybe 4 tight ends would feel good because I don't they're all like kind of not exciting. I think Ayuk is someone I would have considered for sure. I'm honestly tempted just to take a 4th tight end. But I think I should go with the receiver. We can take Super Spike Week Tank Dell. We could take Calvin Ridley, who can just give us some points. You know what? Let's go with Calvin Ridley. Just a old veteran, steady Eddie. Just looking at my receivers, like Luther Burden, Christian Watson might be inconsistent. Ricky Pearsall might be inconsistent. Trey Tucker, probably pretty inconsistent. Kind of counting on Chris Godwin and St. Brown to give me that floor and consistency. And so maybe a couple spike weeks from Calvin Ridley at pick 200 will help our team out a little bit. So I'm okay with that. Looking at the running backs, they're not too exciting. Ray Davis is a nice handcuff. We don't need another quarterback at all. Maybe we could have taken a 4th tight end, but like David Njoku, do we really need a 4th tight end? I don't think so. I'd rather just get the receivers in these tournaments. So I'm going to do that. Maybe we could have just taken Surratt and Jacoby Lane, gone both Baltimore rookies. But I think I'd rather just take one of them. And I'm a Jacoby Lane guy over Elijah Surratt. I know a lot of people like Elijah Surratt, but Jacoby Lane was drafted in the 3rd round. Elijah Surratt was drafted in the 4th round. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Plus, Elijah Surratt goes more expensive in these drafts, and Jacoby Lane not getting drafted as much. So you're getting a guy that was drafted higher in the real draft and gets drafted less in best ball, which to me makes sense to take him over Elijah Surratt. And so we got Bayou Bengal in here. Bro, you're so late, dude. You're coming in here so late. We're just about done. This is draft number 4, dog. Yeah, he actually took Otten. Gonna throw up. Hey, bro, I like some Kate Otten. Sneaky touchdown upside. I like some Kate Otten. I think he's a fine late round tight end. So let's review this team. We got a 2-5-8-3. Quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. Running backs, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren, Tyrone Tracy, Tyler Algier. I'm comfortable stopping at 5 here. Receivers, we went with 8, but I like a deeper receiver room for tournaments in general. Even a higher buy-in one with a lower final. I still like the upside for the receivers. So we got St. Brown, Luther Burden, Christian Watson, Chris Godwin, Ricky Pearsall, Trey Tucker, Calvin Ridley, and Jacoby Lane for a little backstack with Lamar. And then tight ends, Mark Andrews, Cade Otton, Pat Fryermuth. Nice fall on Andrews. Cade Otton both stacked up with our quarterbacks. And then Pat Fryermuth as our 3rd. Feels fine. Little floor right there. Yeah, people are just ignoring draft capital and Lane for some reason. Higgins was drafted before Knoll for Houston last year. I'm with you. And even like last year as well, I think a better example is Shimray DK and Alec Iomanor, because everyone was way higher on Alec Iomanor pre-draft contest, and he got taken in the 4th round. Shimray DK got taken in the 3rd round. Who turned out to be the better fantasy pick? It was Shimray DK. Now, I know there's other examples where you have like Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft, for example, where Kraft got taken later and he turned out to be a much better NFL player. But from a fantasy perspective, no one was really taking Tucker Kraft or Luke Musgrave as rookies pre-draft, so it's a little different. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just taking Jacoby Lane for those reasons. It just makes sense to me. And yeah, good draft, fellas. Thanks for joining, Seth. So that's gonna do it for me. 2.5 hour stream today. We're going in on these Sundays, man. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. If you watch this whole thing on the replay too, leave a comment, man. I would love to hear it. But I love you. Joy is beautiful. And we are gonna end this stream. Oh, I forgot my mouse doesn't work. Fuck, I gotta use this trackpad. Okay, we're ending the stream. Good night. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, buddy. Yo. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.